Hey everyone, welcome to 3-Minute History. Today we're digging into the controversial birth of Petro-Canada, Pierre Trudeau's government-owned oil giant. 50 years later, it's just your local gas station, but back in the 70s and 80s, it felt like Ottawa declared war on Alberta. Let's go. Flashback, October 1973. Arab nations of OPEC unleash the oil weapon. Oil prices quadruple overnight. Supply shortages are feared, and the federal Liberal Party realizes that Canada's rich in oil, but Ottawa is poor in control. December 6, 1973, Liberal Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau announces a new 5-point energy plan. It includes the oil pipeline to Montreal and the creation of a state-owned national petroleum company. The official line? We need a window on the industry. But the National Energy Board already had all the data, so that detail got buried pretty fast. The real driver? The Liberal Party belief that only Ottawa could protect Canadians from foreign oil giants. Here's Prime Minister Trudeau.
So it's perfectly natural for the federal government to say, okay, we want to be in the big leagues and we'll create something called Petro-Canada, which will control some of our supply too. Petro-Canada, we intend to be one of the big boys in the big leagues.
July 1975, after a lengthy bitter debate, the Petro-Canada Act passes. Ottawa spends $340 million of taxpayer money to buy Atlantic Richfield and turns it into a crown corporation overnight. Petro-Canada goes on a spending spree, grabbing Pacific Petroleum's Petrofina and Ottawa's stake in the Syncrude oil sands project. Behind the scenes, pure drama. Meet the players. Jack Austin, Trudeau's energy czar, develops and pushes the idea in the bureaucracy and desperately wants to run the company, but he's sidelined by conflict of interest allegations and sent to the Senate. Pierre Trudeau then chooses Maurice Strong, the global environmentalist, as the first chairman and CEO. He riles the Alberta oilmen and pushes green priorities within the new company until he departs after only 2 turbulent years. Bill Hopper, the civil servant who actually wrote the original plan, serves under Maurice Strong. He finally takes the helm in 1978 and stays there until 1993. During that time, he's accused of turning Petro-Canada into his own fiefdom. Alberta erupts. Premier Peter Lougheed calls it an intrusion into provincial control over resources and a socialist takeover bankrolled by federal taxpayer cash. To Quebec in the east, it means cheaper, secure Canadian oil at a time of separatist fears. To Alberta, it's Ottawa deliberately distorting a free market and rewarding central Canada at the West's expense. Then came the 1980 National Energy Program, which turned Petro-Canada into a takeover machine. Any project on federal lands would have to give a 25% stake to Petro-Canada. American companies in Alberta were furious. The full story of that showdown is coming in a future episode. Trudeau and the Liberals were thrown out of office in 1984. By 1991, the Progressive Conservatives began privatization of Petro-Canada. Shares hit the market, the Crown era ended, and in 2009, Suncor, the oil sands behemoth, acquired the company in a massive merger, keeping the iconic brand alive. So the next time you pull into a Petro-Canada station, remember, it was born in crisis, built on the story of a window on the industry, and for years was the epitome of federal overreach. That's it for today's adventure into history. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that shape our world. Stay curious and keep exploring the history that's all around us.